CEATEC Japan is the largest international exhibition in Asia featuring imaging, information, and communications, and it stands for the Combined Exhibition of Advanced Technologies, CEATEC, C-E-A-T-E-C, and CEATEC.com for more information. Delighted to have once again with us on the show today the Public Relations Manager for CEATEC Japan, Dan O'Brien. Dan, welcome back.
Thank you. Good to see you again.
Yes, indeed. We've had you running around the show floor, and because I wanted your take as well this entire week on what you perceived as some of the most exciting things that are happening. And Dan comes back to the broadcast booth with a couple of pages in Japanese that I'm impressed as heck because I don't know what it says, but of course he does. And he's looking at highlights for the show and some big announcements that several of the companies here have made. We didn't have a chance to chat with you in the first segment 3 hours ago about things like mobile and wireless, other than to say Japan leading the way around the rest of the world. A lot of that happening here at the show. A lot of great new phones and new features and new things going on.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of the mobile companies, Japan's very competitive in terms of the phone units themselves, the electronics, the gadgets. So we've had some new advancements in using your mobile phone as a wallet. It's got a credit card built into it. It'll get you on the train and put your commuter pass onto it. A lot of that. There's also been a lot of the companies here are working on making them faster, the wireless broadband. Technologies to compress images and make it possible to send images such as maps and things that are more detailed and faster than ever before. A lot of new services like putting a navigation system into your mobile phone so that you could actually be in a car, and if you have a phone but you don't have a navigation system, the phone will do the navigation thing for you.
And very robust too. I mean, it's not just a couple of turn-by-turn directions, but it gives you some great detail.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You can search by telephone number for a restaurant and it'll give you today's menu. It's pretty interesting stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
And of course, it's gotten to a point here, certainly in Japan, and we're getting that way, as you know, back in the States, where the phone is almost secondary, the phone part of it. It's everything else, especially the smartphones and PDA capabilities, and, you know, I can't function without my Palm Trio.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, yeah, by the way, it's also a phone. And that certainly is the case here in Japan, where folks use it for so much else.
Yes.
Oh, and in addition to communicating.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, that's true. You'll find that moms, for example, before they're making dinner, will look up a recipe on a mobile phone and go and do the shopping based on what's on the recipe. And there's just so many ways that these phones are being used now, just as you said. The Docomo and the KDDI are the two big companies of three, the two big companies who are exhibiting here, and they have got all these services, and it's very interesting for the visitors to CEATEC because some of these services are prototypes and you may never see them, but they're a lot of fun, and they test the waters here. They bring it out here, see what the general visitors think of these new ideas, and some of them will go through the filter and become products, and some of them will you'll never see them again.
Good point. But if the public's reaction here at CEATEC is such, then you know what? It's worth spending the money. Now we've done the R&D. Let's now go ahead and produce the product.
Exactly. Yep.
And of course, very popular, very a record number of attendees, visitors here at CEATEC this year. 3,200 booths occupying all of the halls available here at the Makuhari Messe facility. So numbers of attendees, every time we looked out at the show floor and we're overlooking one of the big halls, it's been packed.
Yeah, I haven't seen the final numbers. They're not tabulated yet, but we're looking to break records for visitors this year, yes.
Well, that's good. That's always a sign. And, of course, as we talk broadcast from trade shows, but when we're on the floor visiting exhibitors and booking guests and looking to see what's most fun to talk about, it's always a good judge of any trade show if the exhibitors are happy. And they are, because of traffic and enough people that they're communicating, and a lot of great networking going on. That's a good sign of a successful show. So good work by you folks and your team.
Yeah, I think the exhibitors had a great experience. I think that that we're going to be working starting tomorrow towards next year's experience and making it even better.
Terrific. CEATEC.com is the website for more information. When you swing by our site, we'll link you to Dan's site. You'll see all of the things going on at CEATEC and a lot of good stats and information as well. Dan O'Brien, thanks very much for opening and closing the show with us this week.
Well, thanks for having me, Dave. Look forward to seeing you next year.
Thank you, sir. It's our pleasure. We're back in Miami next week. Do join us into tomorrow.